From winning historic gains at UPS and the Big Three to protecting airline workers during the COVID pandemic, you've really served your members quite ably. Despite these bright spots, it has been a tough year for union workers in Wisconsin. President O'Brien, when you came before this committee earlier this year, I asked you about the announced closures of two Energizer battery plants in Wisconsin. These facilities in Fenimore and Portage were formerly Rayovac facilities. Rayovac was an iconic Wisconsin company. These workers, represented by the Teamsters, and by the way, I had a chance to visit with some of them just a few weeks ago in Fenimore. When Rayovac was acquired by Energizer in 2018, the Federal Trade Commission shocked investors when it appeared to really rubber stamp that merger with no conditions attached. By the way, that same merger was treated very differently by regulators in Europe. After the approval, consumers began paying higher prices for batteries, not lower. And nearly 600 Wisconsin union members stand to lose their jobs as the company moves those jobs to Singapore and North Carolina, both at facilities without represented union labor. I've urged the Federal Trade Commission to actually retroactively review that merger approval. I've asked them on 2 occasions, so far without any luck. Then, in July in Wisconsin, Master Lock announced that it would close its Wisconsin plant, which has operated in downtown Milwaukee for nearly 100 years. Shortly after its parent company acquired a lock business from a competitor, the company decided to move 400 jobs, 330 of which are UAW members, to Mexico and to China. We have seen this playbook in Wisconsin before, and so I am currently working on legislation that would require the Federal Trade Commission to consider the impact of mergers on workers in addition to the other considerations, because the workers are the ones who bear the brunt of the quote-unquote efficiencies found after a consolidation. I'm really tired of seeing our high-wage union jobs in Wisconsin go to non-union states or abroad. These companies hire consultants who see cutting union jobs as the way to increase their margins, but I see it as cutting off your nose to spite your face. The truth is that unions provide the security and wages necessary for workers to develop skills, expertise, and institutional knowledge that are the bedrock of innovation and growth. But too many in corporate America are not interested in innovation or growth anymore. Many large companies only want to look at the very short-term, quarterly capitalism, extract value, cut wages, close facilities, and increase buybacks, all to enrich themselves and their investors.
Greetings, friends. New information has just been released by the Treasury Department. Stimulus checks and child tax credits have had a historic impact on the U.S. economy. But with a looming recession, several economists are pushing for another round of relief payments to be approved for a few reasons. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to learn more about the future of federal stimulus checks. Also, to say thank you for being part of this community. Every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. According to a new report from the U.S. Department of Treasury, programs initiated by the Biden administration helped to thwart the worst economic outcomes that were anticipated from the crisis for millions of families. Deputy Treasury Secretary Wally Adeyemo said in a news release, "This report shows that as a Biden administration policies have driven a historic economic recovery. We've also been building the economy we need for the long term. According to the report, President Biden's 2021 American Rescue Plan effectively delivered resources and aid to all Americans, which helped the economy recover more quickly than in previous downturns. The federal government sent out $500 billion in stimulus checks as part of the American Rescue Plan, with eligible individuals receiving payments of up to $1,400 per person. That represented the third and largest round of stimulus checks after the former president's administration oversaw the first and second stimulus rounds. The American Rescue Plan also expanded the child tax credit, earned income tax credit, and child and dependent care tax credit, each of which helped lower the nation's childhood poverty rate. In addition, small businesses received emergency grants, and minority-owned businesses were eligible for financial aid through the Small Business Opportunity Fund. In economic downturns, the U.S. government has a number of levers that it can pull to keep families spending and shielded from the most dire situation. Continued spending is key, because if people's buying slows or dries up, companies respond to lowering profits by laying off even more workers, which only deepens and prolongs the hard times. Relief strategies include enhancing unemployment benefits, boosting food stamps, temporarily slashing taxes, and sending out stimulus checks. Many experts have pointed out that stimulus checks have unique advantages compared with other forms of aid. For one, they get to people quickly. The payments also stimulate the economy in a short amount of time. But in the end, stimulus checks made the crisis-era recession less severe. The first two payments alone were found to lift more than 11.7 million Americans out of poverty, including more than 2 million seniors and 3 million children. However, whether the checks are deployed by the government in another recession may depend on what caused the downturn. Many warned early on that student loan borrowers could run into a few hiccups, as a massive reboot of monthly payments kicked off in October. And those experts did not disappoint. About 305,000 student loan borrowers ran into an issue where their loan servicer gave them the wrong amount for their monthly payments. While it's a large number of people, the Education Department noted that the glitch hit less than 1% of the 28 million borrowers who benefited from a crisis-related payment pause that began in March 2020, but now need to resume making student loan payments. The crisis payment pause has now come to an end. Interest resumed building in September on federal student loans that were covered under the unique pause that began 3.5 years ago and kept getting extended. Student loan borrowers did not have to make any payments on their federal student loans, freeing up $300 or $400 a month in some cases. The pause temporarily froze most federal student debt with a 0% interest rate. And for many borrowers, the first payment is due in October. Exact payment dates may vary. The Education Department has noted previously that borrowers were to receive a bill detailing their exact payment amount and due date at least 21 days before their specific due date. Well, my beautiful and amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you so much, friends, for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, every Friday I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway of $75. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. The winners of yesterday's Walmart gift card giveaway Congratulations, my dearest friends! To claim your gift cards, please check your notifications page and send me a message. Or, dear friends, you could message me on my Facebook page. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.